Okay, so get this. The 2025 Cricket Champions Trophy had a record-breaking prize pool
Oh, wow.
of $6.9 million.
Really?
That's a 53% jump from the previous tournament.
That's huge.
It is, right?
Yeah.
But what's even more interesting is how that prize money was distributed.
Okay.
It wasn't just about who walked away with the trophy.
I see.
You ready to dive into this?
Absolutely, yeah. The ICC, cricket's governing body, they really shook things up with this tournament's format.
Okay.
They implemented this multi-layered prize structure that rewarded teams
Interesting.
at every stage, from just participating
Oh, wow.
to each win in the group stage.
So even showing up was lucrative.
Right.
Each of the 8 teams, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and England,
Yeah.
received $125,000 just for qualifying.
Just for being there.
For the Champions Trophy.
It's a recognition, I think,
Yeah.
that reaching this level of international competition
Right.
is a feat in itself.
Yeah.
And then the ICC added another layer of rewards,
Okay.
a $34,000 bonus for every win in the group stages.
Wow.
It meant that every match had an added financial incentive,
For sure.
keeping the teams and the fans on the edge of their seats.
Yeah. It's almost like a mini league
Yeah.
within the tournament itself.
Right.
But of course, the biggest chunk of the prize money went to the teams
Of course.
based on their final standings.
Right. Those finishing position awards
Yeah.
range from $140,000 for 7th and 8th place,
Uh-huh.
all the way up to a whopping $2.24 million for the champions.
So even if a team had a rough group stage,
Right.
they could still walk away with a decent payout,
Exactly.
depending on how they finished.
Exactly. But what's fascinating is
Yeah.
how this system also rewarded consistency
Okay.
throughout the tournament.
Interesting.
Take South Africa and Australia,
Okay.
both semi-finalists.
Uh-huh.
South Africa earned slightly more because they won more matches in the group stage.
So it wasn't just about making it to the final.
Right.
Every victory along the way really added up.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Now, if we look at India, the champions,
What?
they didn't just take home the trophy.
Right.
They also earned a hefty
Yeah.
$2.47 million.
Wow.
This included the champions' purse of $2.24 million, their participation bonus, and the bonuses from their 3 group stage victories.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
I'm curious, what kind of impact
Yeah.
do you think this prize structure had on the tournament overall?
Well, it certainly incentivized aggressive,
Yeah.
exciting cricket.
Yeah.
Every match mattered, and I think we saw teams really fighting
Yeah.
for every single run.
It definitely adds another layer of intrigue to the game,
Yeah,
knowing that every boundary, every wicket taken
absolutely.
could be adding thousands of dollars to the team's earning.
You could, yeah.
And it also raises interesting questions about
It does.
fairness and parity in the sport.
Right.
Does this kind of prize structure
Yeah.
create an even playing field?
Yeah, is it fair?
It seems like even teams that didn't win a single match
Mm-hmm.
still made a good amount of money
They did.
just by qualifying and getting to the tournament.
Absolutely, that's right.
Yeah.
Take Bangladesh and Pakistan, for example.
Okay.
They both walked away with $475,000 each,
Wow.
despite not winning a single match
Really?
in the group stage.
Hold on. How is that possible?
It goes back to that multi-layered system.
Right. The participation bonus. and
Yeah.
finishing position payout.
Exactly.
Okay.
So even though they didn't secure any wins during those initial matches,
Right.
their final placements still guaranteed them a significant portion of the prize pool.
So it's like a safety net
But it is.
for the teams who might not be
Yeah.
the top contenders, but still earned their spot in the tournament.
Right, and it acknowledges that
Ah.
reaching the Champions Trophy
Yeah, right.
is an accomplishment in itself.
It is. It definitely adds a fascinating dynamic to the tournament.
It does.
Now, shifting gears a bit, let's look at the semi-finalists.
Okay.
Australia and South Africa.
Sure.
We touched on this earlier. They both reached the semifinals.
Yeah.
But South Africa ended up with a slightly larger
Right.
share of the prize money.
Because South Africa won 2 of their group stage matches,
Okay.
while Australia only won 1.
Which earned them an extra $34,000.
It did.
It really highlights how every single win can make a difference
Every single one.
in those early stages.
It's a testament to the strategic depth of the tournament.
And how crucial consistent performance is
Yeah,
throughout the entire competition,
absolutely.
not just the final stages.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the top 2 teams.
Okay. New Zealand,
Yeah.
as runner-up, earned a very respectable
He did, yeah.
$1.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, the real story is India,
Of course.
the champion, with almost $2.47 million in earnings.
A dominant performance.
It's interesting to consider the potential impact this kind of prize structure has on the way the game is played.
Yes. Does it encourage a more aggressive approach?
Right.
Does it change the dynamics within the teams?
There's definitely a lot to unpack there.
There is.
This prize structure makes you wonder about
Yeah.
the financial side of the tournament itself.
Right.
Like how much revenue does an event of this scale generate?
And how does that revenue get distributed beyond the players and teams?
That's a deep dive for another day.
Absolutely.
But for now, let's wrap up our discussion of the individual team earnings.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, let's recap those final numbers.
Right.
Starting with the teams that didn't make it past the group stage.
So Afghanistan, finishing 7th,
Okay.
earned almost $300,000.
Okay.
And England, in 8th place, took home $265,000.
Not a bad payout for not advancing to the next round.
Not at all.
It goes to show that simply participating in a tournament of this caliber comes with its own financial rewards.
For sure.
We have Bangladesh and Pakistan, both earning $475,000, despite not securing any wins in the group stage.
Right. Their final placement ensured them a decent share of the prize pool.
Yeah, it really highlights how the prize structure isn't solely focused on wins, but considers the overall tournament journey.
The whole thing,
Okay, moving on to the semi-finalists.
Okay.
Australia walked away with a respectable $719,000.
Yeah, not bad at all.
While South Africa, thanks to their strong performance in the group stages, earned $753,000.
More consistent.
It's a testament to how those early wins can really make a difference in the final earnings.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have our top two contenders.
The big guns.
New Zealand, as runner-up, took home a very impressive $1.3 million.
Well deserved. Yeah.
And of course, India, our champions,
course.
earned almost $2.47 million.
A reflection of their dominance.
It's been fascinating to explore this unique prize structure and its potential implications on the game.
Yeah, it really has.
It definitely raises interesting questions about the balance between rewarding success and encouraging participation.
Right, because you want to make sure everyone feels like they have a chance.
Exactly.
But you also want to reward those who perform the best.
Yeah, and how this financial model might shape the future of cricket.
The future of the sport.
So there you have it, a breakdown of the prize money distribution at the 2025 ICC Champions Trophy.
Hopefully this gives everyone a better understanding of how it all works.
We've seen how this innovative system rewarded teams at every stage.
Right.
Creating a thrilling and lucrative tournament for all involved.
Keeps things interesting, for sure.
Until next time, keep those wickets spinning and those boundaries flowing.